trying to sort this out. Get me phone. I just gotta have a laugh here. And pretend I'm a holiday maker, pilot taking holiday makers from hometown down to Reus, which is, if you want to go to places like Salute, that's the place, that's the one for you. Oh, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Right. So we're going to take off from Edinburgh. I'm going to fly down to Reus. Now, I promise you, disaster could happen quite easily. Right? Let's start. It doesn't help when I've got a cat clinging to me all over the place, causing trouble. Yes, you are. Right, go and let Daddy concentrate, pal. I love you very much, but don't want out there. It's being really horrible. I'll open it so I get peace and quiet, I suppose. Eh? Isn't quiet. So Daddy's trying to do is give himself peace and quiet. The cat's causing mayhem. Right, we're going to have a laugh. Right, obviously not really qualified for this. We're going to have a laugh. Right, we're going to fly from Edinburgh down to Reus in a 737. It won't take to load in. Now we need to see if we've got any local aircraft that we can use. So we'll just use this sort of livery here.
Edinburgh Tower, Boeing Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314, ready for departure to the west at runway 24.
Right, so since we're going on holiday, we need something holiday. It's a livery. Okay.
Clear for takeoff runway 24, Boeing Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314.
Right, so how's my flaps? Hell no, you need to take off a bit. We're up, guys, we're up. Hopefully we'll find some better some better weather.
Boeing Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314, continue for west departure. Edinburgh Tower, Boeing Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314, continue for west departure.
We'll keep climbing here. Let's go on holiday. obviously looking at. There's going to be much to see here. It's a bit cloudy. Claiming the cruise height's going to be in reality about 30,000 feet. A little bit off at the moment. We are so speed is measured in Mach rather than instead of knots. That's just there we go. Anyway, going on holiday. I'm gonna land at the Reus airport now, but we're always gonna have to just send a lot earlier than normally would, as in several miles out, I suspect. Don't think I'm going to see much else apart from cloud. It's true though, at the end of the day, everything looks tiny when you're flying in a plane there, 30,000 feet. Going on holiday. It's the landing is going to be a bit iffy, I think. That's the flight itself probably will be quite good, but it's the rest of it might be a bit iffy. I'm guessing we want to descend quite a few miles out from the airport. Because let's be honest, you need to descend in a controlled manner. Yeah, a few folk coming in. If you're new to the game, to the channel, guys, if you don't mind, you can hit like or even subscribe if you're enjoying it. we're going on our holidays. Put it that way. That's the quest. And we're still climbing. I reckon not long after getting out over the Pyrenees, we're going to have to incorrect height. What is the correct height? I think it does on the game. Let's be honest, I'm actually probably quite low. I don't know what the actual. I think what it is, it's peak climbing, Dave. Airliners are always going to be about 30,000 at least. Here's the one there. Get up to that sort of distance. As I say, the fun bit with me trying to land and slow us down in time, that's the fun bit. And we just need to follow that purple line. Yeah, that's what I thought, but ten thousand feet is what you can change it, can't we? Settings. No, definitely not a biggie. ZZ Swifty, I'm being honest, it's like, I know roughly the height you want to be flying at, it's about 30,000. But this is me pretending I'm going on holiday. Can't be changed in cockpit yet, there's buttons for that. Because I'm unfamiliar, move dial. Lots of dials. There's a 10,000. I'm all new, as I say, I'm all new to this, guys, to be honest. Those are dials. I'm not fussed. We'll get to about 30,000 anyway. We'll just carry on from there. You can set it at the start of the. That's us over sort of Carlisle now. That's probably quite a happy flight. It's a compass. Oh, let's see if we can read the 10,000 bit. Ah, there we go. There's a daily bit. There we go. Yeah, I think I was just a wee bit away from the telly. I was just having a wee look at it. Just having a look. You're probably not going to get much higher. Way bouncing around. What we got? See if we make it all by ourselves. Dip the nose a wee bit. What we're doing here is we're adjusting the power. It should eventually drop us, but just a bit of power. I'm just trying to figure this out. Obviously, as I go, always is a bit of fun. Cheers, ZZ Swifty. Yeah, as I say, just for the sub and that. Hey, take me over 600. 600 subs. Yeah, just obviously I'm new to this flying malarkey in this game. Obviously, most people have flown it on PC or Xbox. Bouncing about there. Cheers, Martin. We'll see if we fly over your coast. I just have a laugh and see if we can do be an airline pilot for a day or afternoon anyway. And yeah, I'm trying to drop it and get back in course. A bit of a rough day today, no. As I say, it definitely going to be interesting trying to land. I should kind of be familiar with Reus Airport. Landed there 2 or 3 times. Not as a pilot. No, definitely not. Passenger. It's a bit bumpy, isn't it? I think when you're inside a plane, it doesn't feel as bad. I keep climbing up too high. I'm trying to cut my engine power to help reduce the height here. Yay. Maybe climb higher, might actually get better, might be smoother up, higher up. I think that's the one ZZ was talking about, that one there. I think it's the landing we need to worry about. As I say, I'm new to this airline malarkey. It's a wee bit smoother up here though. But I mean, obviously, it's a wee bit smoother. Right, so where are we? Lancaster, Liverpool, like any area. Because I think that's Morecambe Bay back there. M6 is down there if Alan never comes in. Dave's house is somewhere over there. Probably not far from Alan's house. Might fly over at Martin's house at some point. A bit smoother here. Yeah, that'll be Liverpool and that over there. Did say it. Try and keep it nodding away here, because that it's like the Mersey and that when it swings round and it comes back on itself, and then Manchester's over this side here. Yeah, there's Manchester there. So Dave's just over here somewhere, Glossop. Just sort of roughly near where that wingtip is. Filling these tanks. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun here, Shadow. See how we get on with Zizi he just came in and he's subbed me. So I am now 600 subs. Happy days. I knew I'd get there eventually. I wasn't overly concerned when it happened. And I'll definitely be posting it. I'm just trying to obviously use the rudder here to steer me. I'm trying to learn things as I go along. I know the rudder helps to keep you in crosswinds from bobbing about like that. That's what's actually making it smoother, just me using the rudder. I think, as I say, to took the rudder off, it's just bouncing a wee bit. Just a wee bit rudder control seems to help the stability of the plane. Still a bit away. because we're Reus, I reckon I need to get over Pyrenees, and then once across Pyrenees, that's what it's going to be like. It's not going to be, because Reus is just south of Barcelona. And obviously, I suspect to come height-wise in an airline, you want to come down slowly, not dive bomb. I'm 3 miles from the airport. Yeah, 35,000 feet, you'd be fine. That you're basically going to be gliding in the last wee bits of it any day. I suspect there's something along that ilk. It's certainly smoother higher up here anyway, it's not as bumpy. Dinners and that are getting well served, by the way, by now. Sun glare. Yes. As I say, you know, if you do this, it'd be I just thought I'd do something slightly different today, and I'll see if we can get it to land. If we get it to land, that'd be an achievement in itself. Taking off, no problem. Landing, different matter, right? So, I know the white line actually indicates when you can use the flaps. Sort of thinking about flaps and stuff. And I'm guessing it's the same for every aircraft, no matter what you're flying. Hi Nick. We're trying something different, Nick. We're trying to see if we can fly a 737. Get the tyres warmed up. They will do when they land, Andy. When they land, they'll get the... As soon as I take the rudder off, look at it, way! The rudder's stabilising against the crosswind. So it's the 737. What I want to do is actually see what liveries are, but obviously we need to get the magic coinage to do that. I'm enjoying it, Andy. I'm enjoying the game. It's good fun, and there's a lot of people came in and watched it and seem to be enjoying it as well. I think there's a few of them always maybe played it on PC and probably was having a look what it's like on PlayStation. When you fly back to the UK. Well, it's a wee bit turbulent, Steve, but we're all good. Yeah, the wings are definitely flexing. I think they're designed for that. See, as soon as you take the rudder off, how wobbly it is. I don't know if you can hold the rudder a wee bit just to... There you go, Andy. I thought I'd reset it anyway. Engine's at 80%, that's about all I need, I think. I'll try and hopefully get there in time before I have to go home, go to work. And there's the Severn, which is going into the Bristol Channel. Now, it looks like it's a bit cloudy over as we approach Martin's place. I'm out of here. Hopefully you've got a parachute there, Andy. The camera here. Yeah, I mean this is just a base PS5. It goes up to medium settings. Well, I'm not far from Steve then. Steve must be near Bristol, Birmingham area. Bristol's slightly further down, I know. Are you right on the coast on Devon and Martin? And Bristol should be kind of, if you're looking across where I am right now at 12 o'clock to where I am, not the plane, but the screen is facing, I would say Bristol somewhere down there. Yeah, literally on the coast. It might clear up, you know, when we get to the coast. Oh, we're not. It looks like a more of a Dorset line at the moment rather than Devon. A bit too high up, Torquay. Ah, Torquay. I hope you're at Martin. I hope you don't hit every little cars with branches all the time, and you don't own a. Yeah, I hope Martin. So that means. Was that an Austin something or other that he was hitting a branch with, and he doesn't own a hotel. Flattery Falls. Yep, Flattery Falls. That was one of the names on the signs. Yeah, so as I say, Martin Roberts, I think it was a wee Austin. I think people think it was a Mini, but I think it was an Austin something. Where he beats it to hell with the branch. I mean, always these markers come up. They're red. I think it's red. Because I'm too far away from the markers, I can't read it. I'm definitely more in Dorset because there's Isle of Wight ahead of me. You guys are going to be a bit more to the right over there. I think he was trying to do posh dining and he had to run away and get stuff. Now what I reckon is when I'm not far from the Pyrenees, I'm going to have to start dropping my airspeed and try and get there in time. Yeah. Pick me up over Exeter. Yeah. It's not far from there. I'm sure I pressed the button for that. But it's actually nearly flying over where I went on holiday. We went to Tank Fest. The Tank Museum is down below us. Not quite yet, but it is because it is near the coast. It's near the coast and it's got a little airfield next to it as well. Could be about there actually. Can't see the name on it. Let's see if we can read it from if we get closer. It's close to the I'm waiting for the names of the stuff. It was like a wee military. I reckon it should be about 2.5 hours in real life, I suspect. To Reus airport. There's a wee military sort of base and that's where the like a wee military air base and that's where the tank museum was. As I say, I took a picture as I flew over it. It's a lot better at the moment. So I'm using real-time weather, so allegedly it looks something like this in real life. No need for the rudder to be a bit more. Basically, I'm kind of want to make sure I'm not miles off that dotted line because, as it says, every degree you're off, every 60 miles, I think you're about a nautical mile out. Obviously you can go quite wide. Blue skies over Bristol Channel. There we go. Update from Steve. Right. It's about ready. Shouldn't be going over the channel. What I'm trying to see is a marker for anything that pop up something. So that's Southampton there. Yeah, that's the Isle of Wight ahead of me, Steve. I was sort of to the right, slightly to the right here. That'll be Southampton, and then Bournemouth will be just over there. I wonder if that was the indicator for Bournemouth down there. Nice. I think see there's Southampton over there. Portsmouth is a view over the other side. That's what I'm saying. Probably not far off Bournemouth. I reckon it's one of these wee indicators popping up there. But we're keeping reasonably level so far. Passengers will be reasonably happy. I've still got to cross the channel, across the France, and then Pyrenees. So that'll take what, an hour and a half or so. So that's thrust levels. You said it should be more than just dudes in here. Let's get ready. Ready for clearance. Right, vector. Don't call me Shirley. I think the landing might be a bit like that. Yeah, there's close to Brittany. This year will please these people from Edinburgh. Happy to land at Reus Airport. Was it nice and toasty? Just readjusting my line, try and get back on course. Use the rudder, David. Just gently use the rudder. Absolutely. If I land this, I'll be like, woohoo! I think the flexing the wings in real life actually helped to create lift as well. I'm hoping it'll give me some idea of when I should be still got a wee bit off, Dave. Yeah, drinks are getting well served by now. Reasonably level. As I say, let's be honest, when you go on an airplane flight, you never see much. You just look down and go, is that a road down there? There's people down there. Lights on, nobody home. But obviously, playing the career mode, you learn all these things a lot more than you do just jumping in and playing away and see what you can do. I mean, trim's going up and down, but the plane's being reasonably steady anyway, so. Hi Kyle. Just pressing buttons and see what. Course correction. I guess got a rough idea roughly of what I want to do. It's a rough idea, but you know, which in France is Brittany. Probably on the edge there somewhere for Mom and Shell. Just we're getting there. I've done an okay job so far. Not too shabby. This is the easy bit. The plane kind of flies itself nearly. I'm amazed at so many people watching. Just slowly cruising. Can adjust the course in a minute. That blue dotted line is roughly what we should be following. Yeah, that's France. Yeah, I'm going to fly at the airport that I've landed at as a passenger in real life, so. Because I've been on holiday to Salou a couple of times. It did pop up on the screen about Tarragona, really nice city, Roman city. It's in real flight mode, so I don't know how many people are actually on. But I need to play around with all that settings file. I think that you just don't feel it, but when you're inside. But I bet it does move like that. A bit of turbulence. It's not just a light bit of turbulence. Yeehaw! Yeehaw, John. I suspect, to be honest, in real life, when you're in the plane, you bet you don't feel it as much as you think you do. There's a coast of France over there. An inch and a bit. Obviously you can make it follow a flight path by clicking on different points of interest, so I've just got in a straight line at the moment. Uses a flight path for going in and a flight path for coming back up, and there's obviously usually slightly different. Depends which way we're going to be landing when we get to Reus. And we have to do furrow round one, face the other way, as in pointing back towards Edinburgh, or do we have to, are we just going to come in and straight in? But it's been quite good fun so far. As I say, I'm testing my airline pilot skills. So everybody that's came in, thanks for watching. 6:01. Happy days. It's time of year. This is why I'm trying to get away from the rotten weather, see if it's better, nicer in Reus. North Spain, Catalonia. They're probably having a wee kit or a wee party in there. I'm trying to get higher up to see if we can get any better weather. A lot of cloud up here. We're getting more turbulence. But we seem to be going the right general direction, which is good. I just want to amuse myself as well as everybody else. My ability to land a 737. Hey, Captain. Because here it's sort of a bit cloudy and rainy. At least I thought I'd better stay where we were going. I don't think there's going to be anything else for me to do today once I've completed this. Clear sky down below. The reason I'm going up the telly, I can read the things that say. I'm so far away from it. You get an idea as to where things are. You marker things. St. Paul. Yeah, that'll be fun. I thought I'd do something different than just sticking in the career mode. I need to do more in career mode and have fun in doing that. Oh, who's raided me? Which nice person has just suddenly jumped up to 99 people watching. 185. Is that a neon? What's up, neon? We're flying south to get better weather here. Just to let you know. Everybody's a bit unkeen about how wobbly it is on the plane. The trim's going up and down, up and down, up and down. He doesn't give a jot. We're flying to Reus Airport from Edinburgh, hoping to get some better weather. Going on our holidays. And I've hit the magical 600 by the way, neon. It was like woohoo! 276 watching. You had quite a lot of watching you today, didn't you, Neon? You had quite a lot of watching you today. But yeah, did the thing. Yeah, you're a popular man. You're a popular man, Neon. Yippee. I never know where, as I say, John, I haven't played much of this, so this is me pretending to be an airline pilot. I haven't a clue what I'm doing. There's lots of knobs and switches up here. These are going to be really cool as well. I mean, hundreds of them, knobs and switches are plenty. Red switches. Oh, here. No, ejector seats. These ones? I don't want to name. So this in test voice record. don't press the red buttons. Can't see the red buttons there sound iffy. That's looks like fire extinguishers. Trying to see the red buttons are on a bit. These are saying they're not available anyway. I see right, it's the same, this is Master Fire button, but I can't see. That's is the vertical speed right next, yeah, next is so it's the yeah. Cheers, John. This is ACMP and B, and that stabilised it. These two have stabilised the plane, that one there. Cheers, John. You did a thing. As I say, I'm all new to this stuff. See, now I know I can do that, and I can go woo. The passengers won't feel so rowdy. Cool. I mean, I'm a bit rowdy. Cheers, John. For as I say, I'm new to the game. End of the day, and especially with, I've not done the training for the airline pilot, so no idea. You know, I'm just trying to have a bit of fun. I need to click it again. Just try and get it sort of a I know the height I want away with the landing malarkey. Obviously, once I take control of it, it all disengages. Obviously, if I start playing with the controls. I think there's a wee bit of wind up there. John helped me figure out which was nice. As I say, there's a lot of people in here who definitely know a little bit more about the game than I do. Which is really nice. I appreciate everybody's help. And Neon will be want to join in. He'll be flying from Brisbane. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. Dubai or something, you know. See if we can land and meet up with each other. That was cool, no. Cheers, it's kind of autopilot. As I say, when I start taking control of the plane, it already engages. That was cool to know. I'm happy. Hi, fun. I've learnt something today, by the way. John told me press a button and stop yourself from falling all over the place. So we've got a Charles Smith who has subscribed to the channel. And I think another person was there and also subscribed. Steve and Martin earlier on were going, you flying over my house yet? So we're doing some airline piloting badly. So we're trying to reach Reus Airport. Press that one there. I could see when you see the wee wheel. That's what that was. The one I was thinking, the vertical. speed indicator. Yeah, I've never known, didn't know that. I don't know how you do that. On how do you do that? I'm just having a wee look at what is it the settings? One was saying that you can make it go the sim rate go faster. Going real time I wonder if you have to do it before you start. So you have to pause mode. Cool. Must be near the middle of France anyway now. So what you're saying like that. Yeah. So it's in the settings bit there you're talking about there. You can change the I don't know where it is, but that's icing effect. Can we have icing effect? That'd be good fun. We're not too fussed about that because we're nearly there, ain't we? We're getting there fun anyway. It's like the middle of France, you can see. When you start seeing the Pyrenees, that's when we probably want to start slowly reducing our height. I'll have you look into it, pal. Cheers for the up. I'm getting lots and lots of help from people on this. Cheers, old man. Some I mean, I know it's like if you do it's. I've told you, okay, it's not too bad to do something like this. Right? I think you go to do speed it up, yes, definitely. I think definitely, because I mean that's the west coast of France over there. There's the big massive bay, and then it. And it sticks out again. Control type and sim rate. You'll want to change this. Change the heading just by a degree. Yeah, we're just adjusting our heading here, Shadow, because that'll adjust it. If we do that, use the heading indicator. Was right. Good thing is I can leave this flying and go for it. And I'll catch up and see where we are. I don't expect us to land in Reus until I come back anyway. Somewhere over the middle. No. I don't think so. There's functions, but it doesn't increase or decrease time. And you get photo mode. Hi Grumpy. Grumpy, I don't know how close I was to your house when I flew over it, going to the tank museum. You can let me know if it was miles off. For Davis Glossop, and then I flew over Hereford, and then I flew roughly near where you are, Grumpy, to see how things are. I was hoping I was roughly in the right, over your right shoulder. I wasn't too far off. You were about there. I know you weren't in Swansea, but just out of Swansea. You need to do career mode to learn all this. John helped me out. Basically, click on this bit, it's basically autopilot. Ah, you're nearer Cardiff rather than Swansea. I thought you were that way. I thought you were closer to Swansea, but in Cardiff. It's only because you said you supported the Ospreys, there's support towards me. I'm a Cardiff supporter. So, I've got lots of people watching because of Mr. Neon decided to give me a wee read. Well, say thank you to John for telling me to press that button. Make it less bouncy. It was fun bouncy though. It didn't crash. I'm assuming what we'll start be able to look down and be able to see change your head and again just shoot. It should change my head and I don't know if I press the button on or off, it changes my head and it just taking its time to do it. Let's go to the old computer instead of the phone because I wasn't sure if the cat was going to be leaping all over the laptop. Earlier on it was all over the place, so it was like what? So I was keeping myself out of the way by keeping the laptop safe from having him jumping all over me. So everybody that's came in, thanks for coming in, and quite a few of them from Neon's little stream that he had with Zelda. I know it's not over exciting because obviously I'm just trying to get to where I'm going. I suspect I'm kind of in the middle of France. As Fun says, there's a way to speed up the sim. You get faster. But we shouldn't mistake the Pyrenees, and I suspect we get to Pyrenees when we start reducing. That's my guess. I'm not flying far from it. It's in guesstimation mode. Played this game a lot more, or be able to tell me this is true. Yeah, I'm new to this game, so kind of make it up as I go along. Yeah. Yeah, Neil was playing Zelda. I think he's comes out a Switch too, so. This obviously the not very exciting part of being a. I mean, how many knobs and switches do you need? See, I'm so far up I can't read the names out of him. But to be honest, looking at the radar, I'll be able to tell when I start flying over the Pyrenees, because the Pyrenees isn't too far to Barcelona. Not really. I would suspect if I don't sort of drop a bit at this height once I'm over the mountains, I'll struggle to land. But at least the trim wheel isn't flying about all over the joint. You should get a window seat if you're the pilot. Try to see what we can see. There's that much cloud, I mean, it's horrible cloud down there. I mean, that looks very mountainy-ish effect going on with the cloud because of the sort of various heights. At least keeping the height good. So it's like 3 o'clock. I reckon we should be able to land this. It should be okay when we get there, we should be able to land it. I think 10,000 was definitely setting. I mean, obviously, when I do the training and that eventually for all this sort of stuff, I will at least pick it up. And John gave me a wee heads up: press this button, and then you don't flap all over the place. So we're getting close to the south of France yet. I don't know if it was anything. I just disengaged that. No, I haven't. That was me taking off from Edinburgh. Try to see how you make it move. It's waypoints. How do you scroll? Yeah, we just. Yeah, we're just flying over now. Right. I'm going to start slowly bringing this down a bit. We're not far away. Pull me off. I don't know who that was. That Mr. Suspect is spam again. You need to. There's the Pyrenees. There we go. Sorry, we're getting a bit of turbulence. I definitely, I knew I was getting close to the Pyrenees. I thought it'd be a bad idea to drop before that. But we're slowing ourselves a wee bit. You drop our airspeed. Hey, hopefully it's all going well. You know, coming to Pyrenees anyway. And so we'll reduce our height once we're over the top of them. That's the plan. And a good way of just reducing the throttle. In game or in real life for you, John? That's I'm guessing the French and Spanish border. Hi Simon. Just decided to go on holiday. Well, I'm going to say, I'm guessing it helps when you got one or two people coming in and giving me suggestions. Press this button to make it not wobbly. John's giving me advice what buttons to press, because as I say, I've not done airline stuff at all yet, so I'm definitely looking at probably having to keep reducing the speed just to let it go down. I don't know if there's mods like that on PC. I've got a Mustang. I can fly a Mustang. Yeah, there's the Pyrenees. That's what I'm saying. I want to get over the Pyrenees here. I think things like mods and stuff that for this game on PS5, we're going to have to wait. It's going to take a little while. Because where I am, really, what I needed is an airline that said something like Jet2 or Ryanair or EasyJet. That would be more suitable. I thought that was better than United. We're not going anywhere near the States. Looking at let me adjust the heading. I'll adjust the heading a wee bit. The heading control is what you want to press here rather than the stick. It'll automatically do it if you're on, it's kind of like autopilot. Oh. So my plan is, once we're over the Pyrenees here, is to start reducing the height. And I think the best way is just the throttle. Just reduce the throttle. Reduce my airspeed. Probably reduce the height as well. Yeah, I know. Just waiting up until I'm over the Pyrenees. Then I'll worry about reducing the height. Staying stable, see, there you go. That's kind of like just in the middle of it. But you can see in the ahead of us where it stops being the mountain region that it is. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Spain. We'll be landing in Reus airport in about 35 minutes. They're probably not far off. Could be wrong. Be like, you should do a bing bong, please fasten your seat belts option. That'd be a good option, right? I think I'm far enough to worry about. And I want to reduce that. Call it 28. I'm hoping to set it. I'm just wondering if I need to reset it. So let's see if it reduces its height. This engine, reduce the engine to 50%. Should help me drop out of sky. And I suspect as well when we land with these things we want to. Coming. Just try to get this to reduce its height. It doesn't want to. Maybe I need to turn them off and then back on. Let's see if that does anything. The trim seems to be high. I need to reduce this trim. So going up the way and pressing trim down. That way should trim it up. I want to trim it down. She's stop. Yeah. Stop. Yeah, Kate's in it, don't come with Shirley. Yeah, Kate kept wanting to climb, and I was trying to get it to drop in height. I was trying to get it to drop in height down to a lower height. I thought selecting it. It looks like I have to do it myself, and then the autopilot will bring me to the height I want. I set it at. Because the plane all I wanted to do is keep trimming up the way to the 33.5. What should be reaching is like Barcelona, probably getting that. I do think. Hey. I need to concentrate. I'm not sure how far away I am. going. It's a lot nicer here. So that's the airport just ahead of me. It's just a tad fast. I'm trying to kind of. This is my first go at all this, Kyle. That's the thing. So this is why it's kind of interesting. See if we can get this. We've got 1 degree of lap anyway. And Dave landed. It should hopefully just try and glide in here. Still got a reasonable distance to go, but it's amazing how quickly that distance comes up. Can Dave do it? Can Dave land 737 without any practice? You need to get over these hills, and that's just not very far from these hills, by the way. No, it's definitely just beyond the hills is the airport. Barcelona's just up in that general direction up there. Definitely too fast. So there's the airport. I'm going to have to do some kind of banking maneuver, try and get online. I guess we'll want to fly over the top of it and then for a pure pattern after that. Yeah. See, there you go. When you go over the airport and then once it's turn it around, you land. It's got the pathway it wants me to take. Basically, it wasn't fly over the airport. This
Reus Tower. Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314. Use 1 miles north of 7000 for landing time. Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314. Reus Tower. QH1022. Make left downwind runway 25.
I'm going to have to obviously drop a little bit more. Up that way is Tarragona.
Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314. Please acknowledge.
The jet button. You get great view. Try to what a tight turn it's got for it.
Charlie Sierra Foxtrot 7314. Please acknowledge.
It says reduce the airspeed. I'm trying to reduce the airspeed and it won't let me. I will go it wider because we want to try to reduce our airspeed. Reduce our airspeed. No, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna land somewhere short. A tree. We're in the vineyard. We can cheat. There's a runway there. Mayday. We can do this. Cheat. Right. Let's try and do this. Let's try this again. Get the landing gear. Seeming to be a bit. We can get a land this time. Help, mother. Maybe sightseeing the aqueduct. Out towards the aqueduct, I reckon. The airspeed dropped just too much and I just couldn't get up. It's all about practice, come on. As I say, I am new to this. I am new to it. See if we can get it to land this time. So when we make the turn, we get the landing gear down. Then line up the runway. Nobody wants to be on this flight. The
200. Sink rate 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I'm going to be going shooting a bit further than I wanted to go. We've got landed. We need to turn it around and then they follow the lanes. You're landed. I'm being positive. I'm being positive this time. Landed. We just about ran out of runway there.
This is a Cotton speaking after the second attempt. Welcome to Reus and sorry for the bumpy ride. It's very windy, allegedly.
Taxiing into the airport. It is a small airport, let's be honest. Yeah, you really need to hit the end. You start at the runway, preferably, I think, to really land properly. I thought I'd give it a second go doing it that way. It is a small runway. It is a small airport. I think when you land, you need to be right at the start of the runway, really, to get a good fighting chance. And I'm obviously having to teach myself airspeed and everything. Obviously, not flown this before, so I need to know the airspeed is, I think, 130 or 140 is said for landing. But we've got it down. Happy days. holiday makers can go on their way. Follow the dotted lines. But it is good stuff. It's time that now. 10 to 4. We've got a wee private plane like we can do on the career mode in the meantime. So everybody that's came in, thanks for watching, and Neon, cheers for the raid. We've got quite a wide selection of the people still waiting, hanging around. Yeah, well, that's the saying. It is a small airport, but it's flown into twice to go to Salou, which is kind of that direction. Me and my wife both enjoyed Salou when we were there. So this is the nearest airport in Barcelona, is way up that general direction. Tarragona, as I say, it's a Roman town. Nice wee, like a lot of these ones that have the thought I might get closer, but nah. Won't let me get closer to the. He just wants me to taxi to here, so there you go. We normally fly with Jet 2. It's easier to taxi with this plane than bloody wee Cessna. So it's like a constant speed you can keep going at. Right. Guy guiding me in here. He's me just up ahead. Still guiding me in. Tell me when to stop. More. Well landed. What did the co-pilot pop up with? Don't make turn it off, but probably lots of stuff you need to do. Right, landed enemy. We landed eventually. It's in the flight. That was good. That was good fun. At least we know it's sunnier and nicer at Reus Airport than it is at Edinburgh. What career? So we do a wee flight and career mode. I wanted to do that just because it was something different. Yeah, that's where I am now. So, what we're coming from? Let's do the ferry flight one here. Let's do this one. Go from one way to one bit to another. 15 minutes. I had fun there. That was good. Wee short hop. And then we'll call it quits. And these have got. You can do that and you can say to yourself, will add more fuel to it? And you go, and it just adds more weight to the aircraft. I think they give you plenty of fuel to play with. This is the stage I'm at in the game. Not technically brilliant. Doing a passenger plane was a bit too much in my piloting skills apparently. So. This wee get in. I was doing it that way. Right.
Hello, it's Julia Reichert. Thanks for accepting the job. I'm your contact here. Today's lucky bird heading to Nimichandron is this charming little 172 Skyhawk. The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. He is already waiting for it. His name's Mr. Michael Klimek.
Right, so we need
give this beautiful bird the VIP treatment it deserves. Take care.
So, yeah, we just got a grass field to take off from.
Echo Delta, Romeo Mike traffic. Cessna Delta,
So
Alpha Romeo Papa
it's
Charlie.
going to be boom
Echo
up.
Romeo 8. Echo Delta Romeo Mike. Echo Delta, Romeo Romeo Mike traffic. Cessna Delta Alpha Romeo Papa Charlie. Taking off runway 18. Departure to the west. Echo Delta Romeo Mike.
Just need to throttle up just to get her going. We need to get this up to 55. What's my current lead? Keep claiming, Dave. This is what you're not normally what you're dealing with, especially when you start off. The base is a sure hope to I need to learn all these buttons and everything, you know, and stuff. This is basically the sort of thing you deal with to begin. You can hold to skip the descent. If you want to skip to get to where you're meant to be going, you can do that. Usually 2,300, I think. Usually the Reus. Just climbing here. Doesn't flaps are still up, Dave. Didn't you realise my flaps are still down at 10% now? Yeah, this is sort of typical thing of starting off in the game, sort of read journeys and stuff. Do these missions, earn money, and then do sort of gain licenses. That's the key. Put the throttle. So basically, we've got the landing pattern. I've got
Echo
to
Delta,
take.
Romeo, Delta traffic. Cessna Delta, Alpha, Romeo, Papa, Charlie. 5 miles northeast, 2500 inbound to land. Runway 27. Echo Delta, Romeo, Delta.
Enter the pattern and hopefully we'll land nicely. That was quite fun in the plane. That was in the 737. Enjoyed that. As I say, something like that, 737. I wouldn't worry about skipping stuff and that. But if you got a longer flight, yeah. Are you awake? Yeah. Big valley bit there, eh? Whatever is. Bit of a drop. Sometimes I get annoyed when you try to trim it and it doesn't stay in position with the trim, you know, if you like +3 or whatever to kind of keep the nose up. And it just moves all the time. Because it's R1 and the R button for trim. Trim your flaps, but it doesn't stay, it just rotates back down. There's the airport there, that bit of grass. That's us flying over the. That's what we're landing on, that bit of grass. Down there. We've got to follow this landing pattern. See if I can get this guy's plane to him. What's this pride and joy? Saying thanks, John, for the help today. By the way, on with the commercial flight stuff. Which square am I following? Yeah, you're going to keep going to your right now, Dave, and then you're going to the left and landing on the bit of grass down there. I had a bit more power, Dave. Some to use it a wee bit. I've just seen wipers on this Essos. I've seen wipers on some of the other planes.
Echo Delta, Romeo Delta traffic. Cessna Delta, Alpha Romeo Papa Charlie is on final. Runway 27 to land. Echo Delta Romeo Delta.
It wasn't the greatest, but I'm guessing you can redo these things again. Yeah, I kind of went off the runway a bit. A kind of success. We got there. I wouldn't give that a good rating, put it that way. It was pretty rubbish. Mistakes. Yeah, I get it. A lot of these things again. But it was just thought I could do that just while we could. We've got some income. Reduction in but that's what you want to do. I think with the certifications you need like I think you need a degree of expertise in that on it. It's just obviously practice. Simple as that. Right, guys, that's it. That was a wee short flight, just to end it off on. Cheers for watching. Wasn't overly great with the 737 initially when I got John's help saying press this button, couldn't find the buttons, eventually found the right buttons. So cheers, John. And the landing wasn't great at the beginning, but we done better later on in the second attempt. done the teleport up in the air manoeuvre. Hey. And kind of just retried it again. So I got landed. Ran a bit long on the runway, but it's called practice, guys. That's all about practice. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again another time. And all Neon's lurkers, thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all later. I am off to work. Hope you enjoy the rest of your days, guys. Bye for now.